Assalamu alaikum. This is Chaudhry Sama welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the Crown 7 headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Chief Advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus has pledged to bring necessary reforms to all levels of the state structure, including the judiciary, electoral system, local government, education and economy will be brought. Dr. Yunus said today while speaking virtually at the third Voice of Global South Summit hosted by India. During the summit, Dr. Yunus chalked out some plans for going ahead. Bangladesh witnessed a second revolution on 5th August through a mass uprising superhead by valiant students and joined by the masses. The young generation have impressed upon the people their aspirations for a revolutionary change, restoration of all institutions of the state to ensure democracy and human rights through a meaningful reform. Yunus highlighted the government's commitment to ensuring a transition to an inclusive and pluralistic democracy and creating an environment in which free, fair and participatory elections can be held.
Our task is now to carry out vital reforms in our electoral system, judiciary, local government, media, economy and education. We are holding dialogue with political parties, civil society leaders and experts to give shape to democratic aspirations of our revolutionary discourses. Our government is committed to ensuring a transition to an inclusive and pluralistic democracy and create an environment in which free, fair and participatory elections can be held.
Bangladesh has asked all its missions abroad to expedite visa approvals for journalists who want to visit Bangladesh. During his telephone conversation with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus has said Indian journalists are welcome to Bangladesh and report from the ground here. It is better they see the situation themselves and do reports accordingly rather than being dictated by any secondary and sometimes very exaggerated reports, said Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam today. Alam said he personally called the Bangladesh mission officials in New Delhi and Hong Kong to fast-track all visa applications from journalists. The iron cages used to hold defendants were removed yesterday from the courtrooms of two magistrates at the Dhaka Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Court. Several media outlets report that the removal of the iron cages started last afternoon from one of the courtrooms at the Dhaka CMM Court after receiving instructions from higher authorities. Following the decision from higher authorities, their iron cages are being removed from the courtrooms. Nobel laureate Dr. Muhammad Yunus also expressed dissatisfaction with the use of iron cages in courtrooms. During the previous Awami League regime, Dr. Yunus faced several lawsuits. He had to attend court many times for these cases. On 25th to 26th February 2009, a massacre at Dhaka's Pilkhana headquarters of the then Bangladesh Rifles left 57 military officers and 17 civilians dead, including the head of then BDR, Major General Shakil Ahmed. 15 years later, the families of the deceased are still seeking justice and transparency, urging the interim government to take decisive action. At a press conference today, the families of those killed presented a series of demands calling for the publication of investigation reports and the formation of an inquiry commission to unearth the truth behind the brutal killings.
গত 15 বছরে আমাদের মাদেরকে আমাদের আন্টিদেরকে কিন্তু আমরা প্রচুর জায়গায় হেনস্থা হতে দেখেছি।
যখন যা যায় সে ছাড়া কেউ এটা বুঝতে পারে না। এই 15 বছর অনেক কষ্ট করেছি। আমরা চাই না আমাদের ভাইরা আমাদেরকে এডিশনাল কষ্টগুলো দেখ।
যে পূর্বে যে সমস্ত তদন্ত হয়েছে সেই সকল তদন্তের রিপোর্ট পাবলিক করতে হবে। এতে আমরা মনে করি যে পর্দার আড়ালে রয়ে যাওয়া ষড়যন্ত্রকারীদের নাম বেরিয়ে আসবে। অফিশিয়াল গ্যাজেট করে 25শে ফেব্রুয়ারিকে শহীদ সেনা দিবস হিসাবে ঘোষণা করতে হবে এবং গ্যাজেটে শাহাদাত বরণকারী সকলকে শহীদের মর্যাদা দিতে হবে।
BNP Standing Committee member, retired Major Hafizuddin Ahmed, has alleged that the autocrat Sheikh Hasina regime has issued a number of fake freedom fighter certificates. He said this at a discussion at National Press Club today.
ছাত্রকে রিক্রুট করে আমার ব্যাটালিয়নের সৈনিক বানিয়েছে, এক মাস ট্রেনিং দিয়ে এই সশস্ত্রকে নিয়ে রণাঙ্গনে লড়াই করেছে। তারা কোনো সার্টিফিকেটের পরোয়া করে নাই। যুদ্ধ শেষ, তারা রাইফেলটা আমাদের কাছে জমা দিয়ে বাড়ি চলে গিয়েছে। তাদের জায়গা দখল করে বসেছে ভুয়া মুক্তিযোদ্ধার দল। 1971 সালে মুক্তিযুদ্ধের সংখ্যা ছিল 80,000, এখন কিভাবে 2.5 লাখ হলো? এটার কৃতিত্ব আওয়ামী লীগ এবং শেখ হাসিনাকে দিতে হবে। 16 জন সচিব, সরকারের সচিব, তারা এই সরকারের আমলে প্রমাণিত হয়েছে এরা ভুয়া মুক্তিযোদ্ধা। অতীত সরকারের একজন মন্ত্রী, যার বয়স যুদ্ধের সময় ছিল 9 বছর, সরকারের মন্ত্রী 9 বছর বয়স, সেও মুক্তিযোদ্ধার সার্টিফিকেট পেয়েছে।
Liberation War advisor Farooq Azam has said the stern action will be taken against the fake freedom fighter certificate holders. He said this after visiting police stations in Chattogram today.
মুক্তিযোদ্ধা নানান আঙ্গিকেই হয়েছে, নানানভাবে হয়েছে। সেই সমস্তগুলোকে আমরা যাচাই বাছাই করে যাদেরকে সত্যিকার পাবো তারা থাকবে, আর যাদেরকে পাবো না তারা চলে যেতে হবে।
Mashir Riaz, who the Ministry of Finance had appointed as the chairman of the Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission, in a notice has turned down the position from the interim government. Riaz sent a letter to the Ministry of Finance regarding his new decision. He was to join work at SEC on Sunday after resolving some issues. But a day before he is to take up the post at the stock market regulator, he says he will be unable to. M.A. Latif, former MP of Chattogam's Bondor Potenga constituency, has been remanded for 3 days for interrogation following his arrest. The former Awami League MP was arrested on Friday night in the Bajit Bostame area of the city. After his arrest, he was taken to the court where a petition was made today to remand him for 7 days. The court granted 3 days of remand after the hearing. Former MP Shafiqul Islam Shimol of Nato 2 constituency, along with 62 leaders and activists of the Awami League, have been sued in connection with attacks on BNP leaders in Nator. 2 separate cases were filed by Dewan Shahin, joint convener of the district BNP, and Shaiful Islam Aftab, former president of the district Jubodol. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khabur, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good day.